Yo, yo! What's up, all the ladies and gentlemen? Give me 1 second. What's up, Joswellite, Shimired, Delivery, Spectre, Pavpet, Dr. Pickle, Frost Bloom. Welcome, Dr. Pickle. Hello, N Ducker. What's up? Pinda, hello. I hit Masters 1 for the first time. Congratulations. One more for Grandmaster. Hello, Deleted. Hello, Deepa. Hello, Isaac Netero. What's up, Vastra? How you doing? Abelian, hello, hello. Will you play today? No, I cannot play yet because my setup is shit. When I'll set it properly up, I will start playing. I want to do a Vendetta Unranked GM. That's the first thing in mind. And that's what I'm going to do, but not today. Unfortunately, not today. Just making sure. By the way, guys, I am operating on one monitor, so I will do a bunch of alt tabs to read chats. Set already? No, not yet. Not yet. As you can see, it's the same place. Hey, Ola TM, thank you for the tier 1, man. Appreciate it. Yo, guys, okay, so I learned something today that I did not know about, and I would like to share because I don't know why, I don't know how I didn't know about it. So, not that it, does anything for me, but I realized, when new student want to show support, congratulations, man. Welcome to Rank Up Academy. You've made a good decision, dude. What I was about to say is that you know how you get the notifications on Twitch. You get those notifications like you earned the emote, or you earned a spray, or you watched this streamer for 5 times in a row. Apparently, I don't normally click on that, and I clicked on that, and I was like, oh, you have a sponsorship opportunity waiting for you. I'm like, oh, what? Sponsorship opportunity? What do you mean? So I click, and apparently, when you're a streamer, you actually have like a list of um of sponsorship opportunities. Like, I'll give you an example. What I had: play Marvel Rivals for like an hour or whatever, or play PUBG for an hour, etc., etc. Right? And I now, like, for me, I was like kind of wondering how does everyone always have sponsorships, even if they don't, like, they're not really big streamers or something. And then I realized Twitch just gives you sponsorship opportunities. I think it's really cool. I think the rate is a little bit weird. I mean, it actually, no, it's not fair to say. Am I allowed to say this? Let me see. Am I, like, I didn't take a sponsorship or anything, but like, am I allowed to share? I wonder. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let's see if it says in the TOS that I'm not allowed to share. But I'll tell you. I'll tell it because I mean I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it seems like a very interesting thing. I didn't know about it. I learned about it today. If you got one for league, no. I don't take sponsorships, but like, I got so excited from watching that. I don't even know why. That because I didn't realize that is even an option. How do I check TOS? Okay, terms of service. Well, it's a long terms of service. Let me. 1 second, guys. I'm quiet because I'm trying to read the terms of service. Ba 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 ba. The service permits advertisers to find Twitch channels on which to advertise. Cool. Channel owners to view and accept offer campaigns for advertisers to enable advertisers. Blah 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 blah. Can it tell me if I can fucking share it? Whatever. Okay. I'll take the risk. Whatever. So basically, like I have campaigns for showing for 4 games, right? Grok, can you share? I have campaigns showing for 4 games and like PUBG, Marvel Rivals, right? I mean, PUBG pays very well. So basically, it's like you play 1 hour of PUBG. For me, that's for me. Well, for other streamers, it's way more. You play 1 hour of PUBG and they pay you like $220. That's like the max payout. Basically, let me see. You can only so basically you play an hour and you get paid, I think, for like I don't know. Yeah, basically, yeah. You play. Joe, thank you so much for the prime, man. You play PUBG for like an hour and you get paid $220. They have looser terms of services with Marvel Rivals. It's like $180 and you have to play for an hour and you get paid like $2 for every 10 views for a maximum of $180. Pretty interesting. I mean, now that I think of it, like now I realize where all these people get these sponsorships from. I mean, I get offered sponsorships, but um, it's usually not the gaming. Like I'll be I mean most of the okay, I'll be transparent. When I get opportunity, it's not $7,000. It's like 180. But okay. But what I'm saying is that I mean, for me to take a Marvel like I already sometimes play Marvel Rivals, but I just get fucking paid for it, whatever. But what I'm saying is that you get paid, you get paid for like it. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Let me drink nice strawberry protein. Give me 1 second. Cool, guys. Thank you for the prime, man. Appreciate it. So what I was saying is that usually when I get offered sponsorships in my email, it's usually like companies or like mobile games or companies. Very rarely I'll be offered to play a video game, which is surprising because I'm a gaming content creator. I don't know why they don't say like they very rarely send me these invitations. But I'm wondering, I'm watching these guys get all these sponsorship deals, right? From these type of games. Like wondering how is that possible? And that now I've come to the realization, right? That it's just built in on Twitch. That's just like what I realized. Okay, like I was watching DeFran play Marvel Rivals at the sponsor stream. I'm like, bro, DeFran gets a lot of views, don't get me wrong. But there's no way DeFran is getting emails that he's negotiating with Marvel Rivals, right? I mean, I don't know. Feels uncharacteristic from him to do. And he's basically clicking the button on Twitch. And if I mean, I think I checked the stats. I have like 300 average viewers, and they offer me like $200. So if it's like 10x that amount, probably even more. They are like probably the bigger you are, the more cap you have, because they assume that the more people that watch you, the more you can convert to playing the game. So they probably have larger payouts. But holy one out, dude! Like Flats, somebody like Flats can run a 1 hour Marvel Rivals stream and get paid like $5,000 for it. It sounds kind of crazy, dude. I mean, if it's based on the numbers that I have, which is like 200 for 300 average viewers, Flats does like 10x that amount, and you have to play for an hour. It's like that's $2,000 for an hour. Insane. Awkward Flats collab Minecraft stream for 400. Is there any free content Rank Up Academy? Yeah, we have a free stat evaluation. We have a um free classes, and we have free hero guides. Granted, we don't have hero guides for the heroes that came out in the past. I think the latest hero that we have came out. What came out after Venture? What is the last one came after Venture? Hazard. I think the latest hero guide that we have is Hazard. I've never seen you play the stadium mode. Stadium mode. What do you think of it? I don't consider it as a competitive mode, so I never play it. But I have no thoughts. It could be fun as hell, but I just don't play it. Do you think I should learn a hit scan? Why not? Are the hero guides free? Yeah, yeah. If you just go to the Rank Up Academy website, you will not be randomly charged for anything. In order for you to be charged, you have to accept and you have to go through a whole payment. You're not gonna accidentally click something and somebody will charge you. Don't worry. Whatever you click for free, you'll get for free. You don't need to put your credit card number or anything like that. It's just absolutely for free, given to you. You can watch. You can enjoy. 200 for life per hour. Yeah, even if they paid me that, I would take it. Probably like to play Life River. Realistically, to play Life River, I would take maybe like 500 an hour to play Life River. 500. No kidding. How's the apartment hunt going? Actually, pretty well. I mean, good and bad. You're coaching only members or everyone, so we're gonna do 5 gifted. Uh, 5 gifted for a VOD review shortly, just to filter trolls, filter people who don't really care and just want to send the code, etc. etc. So the apartment hunt is actually going well. I found a really, 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 really good apartment. But there are 2 issues that I'm having. Is that number one, he still hasn't responded to me after he said he's gonna talk to the fucking landlord. That's the first thing. I mean, but it was yesterday, so it's not a big deal. And the second thing is that I'm still setting up my whole banking system here and my whole bank account and stuff. So it takes a little bit of a while. So it's just can't really transfer money yet here. So. I want to rank up because I have esports in my school, but I'm struggling to rank up. I'm just too poor. So wait, I have a question. When you say school, you mean high school or college? Like, do you play collegiate or is it like a high school tournament? Where did you move again? To UAE. Yeah, it's gonna work out. It's just that you have to understand that this is like the perfect time for people to prefer visitors, so it's the most expensive port. So I'm really like sitting at the Airbnbs, and Airbnbs are not cheap. They're pretty expensive, especially the ones that I'm looking at that have normal internet and normal place, so I can sit and even stream. They're not cheap, so. Hey, awkward! It's my birthday party tomorrow. Do you want to come? No, but happy birthday, man. What's up, dude? D2 Jor? What's up, Amaro? I'm stuck Masters 2 for a while now to main tank. Is there any tips that could help me game sense? Well, general tips. General tips at this point, no. Your Masters 2. I mean, general tips will only work for you generally if you can apply them generally. But Masters 2 is already a high rank. At this point, I will be like, okay, you need to look specifically at what you're doing wrong in your gameplay most consistently. That is across every rank, but in Masters 2, like, you know the general tips at this point. Like, you know how to play the game. How do you travel with PC? You put it in a fucking suitcase and hope it doesn't get ruined in the airport. Can you explain again what that $25 will get you in 5 days? Like exactly what its schedule will be like? You'll get a VOD review within those 5 days. And you can join any classes that are available within the week, within the 5 days. You basically have a full access to Rank Up Academy with one VOD review across 5 days. The schedule changes every week, but usually we have some sort of a session every day. Could be a movement class, could be live coaching, could be like some sort of interactive VOD review, whatever it may be. Mambao, thank you for the prime, I appreciate it. Is it like a 5-day test run? I wouldn't call it test run. It's more like 5-day access to Rank Up Academy and a VOD review. So basically, I do 5 gifted for VOD reviews. 5 gifted is exactly $25. Maybe it could be more, depends on where you're paying from. If you do it from the phone, then it's probably more. $25, you will receive a VOD review, but also you will receive a 5-day access for Rank Up Academy. There's both VOD review and live coaching. No, just for you, you just get a VOD review. You can join other people, paying members, live coaching sessions. And also, if you do decide to stay, which is something that I forgot to mention, if you do decide to join Rank Up Academy, basically, if you like our services and you'd like to join our services, The $25 will be credited towards your membership. So if you decide to join the premium tier at $100 a month, the $25 will be credited off and it will only be $75. Do you also coach privately? I do, but it's more expensive. Positive thing about UAE is that you have more than enough choice when looking for an apartment. I heard like 25% of apartments are just empty. Well, it depends on the area, it depends on the budget, and it also depends on what you're specifically looking for. What I look for something more specific. You have like newer apartments are usually smaller, and I'm looking for something bigger, roomier, because I need it for my whole setup and recording and stuff. Um, because my table at home, and I'm gonna buy it in the same table, it's quite big. I run like double monitors, have a PC, have things going on. Like I also like to record stuff and demonstrate, so it's important for me to have some sort of a like I'm looking for approximately at least 1,000 square feet. That's what I'm looking for. And 1,000 square feet are older apartments, and just because they're older doesn't mean they're worse. It's just that sometimes you have to find a good thing, and it's not like worn down shit. You're doing VOD reviews tonight for 5 gifted? Yes, absolutely do. 5 gifted for our VOD. If you're interested, whether you're YouTube membership or Twitch, 5 gifted or reviewer VOD. Basically, I'll let you know what it is that is holding you back from ranking up, tell you how to fix it, and you will rank up from there. Do you have a specific purpose in life? Yes, to win as much as I can, and to win as much as I can in what I do. To be good at what I do and to win at what I do, and me winning what I do means that I have to be good at what I do. Yeah. What is it? What is the Orisa mythic weapon? Is it actually a thing or you're trolling, Zeno? So do you decide which one is it? No, it's just a vote of you. You don't decide. You get a vote of me. Try it in practice range. Wait, it's open. It's in the shop. Let me see. Orisa mythic. What the fuck? It's pretty funny. How do I try it in practice range? Uh, try. Let me see. It's pretty funny. I'll give him that. Look, it's pretty funny. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. It's pretty funny. I like it. I think I like the sound. Um, how much is the cost per month of kind of apartment? Something you want to share? Well, it depends on what area, of course. The more closer you are to, like the popular areas, the more expensive it is. But I'll tell you, I mean, it depends. You can find an apartment for like like a 1K a month, $1,000 a month. Uh, no, yeah, maybe I exaggerate. You can find for 3, you can find for 5, you can find for 10, you can find for 20. I mean, depends on what you're looking for. Do you want to know specifically my budget? I can tell you, it's around 3,000, but it's pretty big. Awkward. I've been stuck low GM for a while. I realize I can't stay focused and things happen way too fast. Looking at my replays, I think that my decision can be correct, but I'm too slow to react. Any advice? If I slow things down and take my time, I'm just late. Well, there's many ways to answer that question. It's like you could be late because your setup is wrong. You could be late because you're trying to engage too early. You could be late because you're not. I mean, you're not paying attention to like what your team is doing, and when they go in, could be many things. Do you still coach for rivals? Yeah, yeah. Or actually, we have significantly more students now than before in Marvel Rivals. I mean, not our peak. Our peak is like when Rivals was fairly popular, but now we definitely have way more students for, let's say, the past month on Marvel Rivals. So yeah, rankupacademy.g. We also run the promo on rankupacademy.g for Marvel Rivals. You can check it out. Do you think Zen or Kiri better? Generally, Kiriko. Kiriko is way less forgiving, can get more value. 3K ain't too bad. I surely can't afford that. Anyway, good luck with it, man. Thank you. I mean, you can find half the price if you just live somewhere fairly far away, and the apartments is really nice. But um, I would like to, at least when I my first year, to be more in the center, because I plan to have visitors and I plan to kind of go in and out, and I want to be closer to the main areas. So when friends or family or other things, like other things that I do, it will be easier. It will be basically more comfortable for everyone. Now, how do I practice targeting on Ryan and Junker Queen? What do you mean targeting? What can you be a little more specific? And I asked you the question about high school or college. Did you answer that? It's actually quite something I was kind of looking at. Are you collegiate or like high school team? Thank you, guy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're doing a Bugatti, so we're about to head to the dealership. Yeah, I mean the dealerships are kind of crazy, man. Like you have what I'll tell you about this place is you've never in your life seen so many expensive cars per square meters compared to anywhere else in the world. It's kind of crazy. Uh, yeah. What do you think about Cloudy being top one DPS year right now? Look, Cloudy is a good player, but Cloudy being a rank one DPS is actually criminal. I mean, Cloudy being rank one DPS is, I mean, I unless it's the best vendetta by a large margin that you've ever seen in your life, which could be, it could be, but yeah, that kind of shows the flaw of the system. The fact that Cloudy can be rank one DPS as GM2 already tells you that the problem with the system, with the new system. Is the best vendetta out there right now MO7 rank 2 on DPS or support? Well, he's champ 3. I mean, I don't hate it. It's all right. He's champ 3. But I don't know. Like I'm not a big fan of the whole thing. But there's nobody there on the list. There's only 25 21 people on the list. Who cares? I mean, there's any barely anybody on the list. Like 18 people. I just copied my old message. High school Overwatch. I'm Diamond 3 right now. Your videos, but I feel like I'm struggling. There was one game I just know what I did wrong. But who to target when cooldowns are being used and the fight is stand still? Nobody. You just kind of like poke around. You don't really hard engage anybody. But I got a question for you because this makes me curious. You guys in high school have Overwatch tournaments? You guys run Overwatch tournaments in high school? Do you have like a team? Do you have like a team's coach? Do you guys have prize money? Or what do you compete for actually? Do you have any tips for playing into Hanzo Widow Soldier? On certain maps like Circuit Royale, I feel like you get less value. Well, because you are. Circuit Royale, you will get less value in Soldier compared to Hanzo Widow. Does the map layout makes it Makes that you get more value on these heroes. But it's not like you can't win on these heroes. On Soldier and Super Royale. Is it time to coach high school? All right, I mean, I'm kind of curious about that. You know, there are coaches that do destroying my quick play lobby. Dude, I do like it's the math teacher is the coach. LeBron is the GOAT. Changed my mind. I don't watch basketball, so I couldn't tell you. Dino, dude, you're gonna love it here. There's so many brown people like you here, dude. And they all every time I go to the supermarket, they say tikka masala, best tikka masala. Take this, take that. I'm like, okay, give me. Is it spicy? He said, yes, it's spicy. I say, I like spicy. Give me the spicy. And then it just reminds me of you every time, so you know. Reminds me of you, man. Imagine, can I coach a high school horse team to rank 1? Did you play Vendetta rank? Not yet. No, I haven't played yet. I mean, do I dare running a game on this setup? Do I dare running a game on this setup? What do you guys think? Should I? I barely eat brown people food these days. What do you eat then? Man, do I really dare to run one game here? Do quick play. You know what? Good idea. You know what? Smart. I've never like I don't know, remember the last time I played quick play, but let's try it. Let's try it. Ah. Oh. When do you plan on getting settled and having a permanent setup? As soon as possible, but these things sometimes take time. No mouse pad, no mouse space. I mean, I do kind of have a little bit of mouse space, and I'm not gonna lie, the table, it's pretty smooth. Not that bad. It's not like the worst in the world, but you know, the ping is gonna be a lot higher than usual, by the way. The ping is going to be pretty damn high, just so you know. What the fuck is that? The problem is I also don't have like a chat. I don't have like have to alt tap to the chat. I have to do between rounds. You have a whole gaming setup at the hotel. It's not a hotel, but yeah, I do have a PC here. It's not a gaming setup. It's just a small table. I set everything up. Yeah. Thank you, Tangent. Thank you for the kind words, dude. Time to destroy Arab TikTok. That's no. Look, it's a Europe server. What do you think I am? I don't play in. I play in Europe servers. I'm not gonna play on Middle East servers. How? I mean, 140 ping. How bad could it be? I used to play on A like 180 to 200. How bad? Okay, they made it like way smoother. Yeah, the hero is like 10 times better than it be. Just like way more like kind of snappy. You know, like maybe it won't be so bad. Who knows, man? Maybe I could play. Okay, bro. What the fuck? Oh shit! I got fucked. Okay, I mean the hero feels a lot better to play, by the way, than it used to be. And the hero before was really bad. Bear in mind, I haven't played for like a week, so give me a break, alright?
The flames of liberation rise.
Oh shit.
They've taken our lead. Get it back.
No! What am I doing, bro? I trolled. My bad, my bad, my bad. What the hell? Dude, give me a fucking heal. So lame. No! What am I doing, bro? I'm trolling. Did he get a bigger disc now? I mean, to be honest, playing here is not that bad. It's not that bad. I forgot they broke Bastion. They made him absolutely broken.
Impenetrable. Don't let them push any further. Face me. I need healing. Taking care of you. I appreciate that.
Where even is everyone?
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Arriva la punizione!
Give me a break, bro.
I earned this. Heal me.
No, what?
Let's go, team.
My bad.
Time to push.
I thought I was pretty certain he would die.
Colpirò due volte più forte.
Guess I was wrong.
They
My
have
bad.
greater numbers. At my
Yo, why are they throwing everything at me? Yo, the problem is like closing distance on that is so hard.
I need healing.
Pushing ahead. Join me.
Heal me, Ryan. Go cancer, bro. Is Vendetta meta? I think the Vendetta is pretty good from what I've seen. I mean, it feels a lot snappier than before. I want to also try the new Bastion. Let me try this one. I want to try this. This hero is absolutely broken now, by the way. Like, are you kidding me? What is that? Yeah, that's not normal, by the way. Oh, man. My bad. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why would you use turret form, by the way. The no turret form shoots hard. No, I'm kidding. I mean, turret form is still better, but no turret form is insanely strong. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Do you think Bastion is going to end up getting nerfed soon? Well, I think he needs to be nerfed soon, but I don't think he will be nerfed soon. use your phone for chat. The problem with using phone for chat is that it only covers Twitch chat, and I also have YouTube chat running. But yeah, I have Twitch chat open. I need to also. There's like a big problem with the Twitch app. And the problem is that you have to put your basically your phone will never turn off like the screen will never turn off. You have to always set it up, which is kind of lame because it keeps like turning off. But we're here. Okay. YouTube chat. I apologize. I don't have. I can't run two Twitch two at the same time, so I'll have to alt tab for you guys. Have you ever been recognized in public? I have. When will you watch a replay? Let's do a couple more games. I mean, if there's somebody to bother you, gladly. Let's do it. Well, yeah, when I said there's 5 bother views, nobody, no one did the gifted yet. The funny thing about the bother views is that usually what ends up happening is that we have one to kickstart things off, and after the one, everybody all of a sudden subs and wants to bother view themselves. Loki, let's do one game and then we'll start with Loki, okay? Loki is gonna be our first person to get a bottom view. Thank you for the 5 gifted men.
I am the Empire.
Are you interested in Stadium? No, I'm not particularly interested in Stadium at the moment. Thanks, Logan. I also would like to do live coachings in the future. We also have live coaching service in Rank Up Academy. I'd like to do a little more of that because I think it's pretty interesting.
That is what makes them superior.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. I mean, the setup is actually not that bad. My ping is a little bit bad though. Okay, bro. Whoa. What is that? I mean, she has damage boost. What is that, bro? How much damage is that? It's so funny that they wait for the 3rd strike. Look, there's no way that a pocketed Vendetta is now killing my Mao, guys. It's a little bit insane.
You bore me. For this, you will be rewarded.
What the? Nice rock, I guess. But it's okay, I surely get a raise, right? Surely get a raise, it's not a big deal. I surely get a raise, it's not like I don't get a raise here. Yeah, of course. I want to say thank you all for being educational and inspired to be Overwatch coach like you someday. Thanks, man. Okay, guys. Good, what the fuck are they? Okay, distraction for my injury. I surely get a res there anyway, so it's not a big deal, right? I surely get a res there anyway.
Dai, colpitemi! Arriva la punizione!
Wait, did he just... What? Ah, what am I doing, bro? The problem with this character is it feels like everybody's looking at you 24/7. Like everyone is just looking at you. It's just insane. Like, okay, bro. Are you kidding me? I walk into a high noon. Give me a break. Let me play the video game. fitting simulator.
I'll drag them to ruin.
Oh, my cat is caring, so I'll give him that. Bro, let me be.
Heal me. I need healing. Just in time. I burn with righteous fire.
Alright.
Arriva la punizione!
Alright. You destroy Fallon. That's pretty good, right?
Arriva la punizione!
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
A wound even you cannot command.
Bam, bam, bam. Destroyed. Or ult, yeah. I just scared him. I just scared him. But I'm dying too much. I'm dying too much.
Che siano maledetti.
But I just wanted to break the Fallon, so it's not a big deal. I thought I could go over, to be honest.
The enemy of the turret.
Best round.
Why is it so hard, man? Quick play is harder than combo.
0-1.
Thanks, Oblivion. Thank you. Do you think rank competitive will be a thing in 5 years? I mean, I'd hope so.
Face me.
It's been a thing for over 2 years now. And it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. We're only growing, so. What rank are these people? Rob. What rank is... Okay, everybody has private profile.
2, 1.
Okay, until their private fucking profile opens up, it's insane. How am I low already from who? What? Oh man. From who I was low. They didn't see my health go down. Lame.
Now they own their life. Fateli sotto. Fateli sotto.
I mean,
That's an improvement.
hey bro. It's so cancer. It's so cancer.
I'll drag them to ruin. I'll leave them in pieces.
Like here, I can't walk in front of these guys. Pocket of cat, I just can't. Sick.
There's an enemy turret ahead.
Like what? This guy doesn't die.
Arriva la punizione!
Okay. What if they die?
Che siano maledetti!
Okay, let's make a move here.
Arriva la punizione!
Awesome, dude. Lovely. Great. But I can get res, right? On top. Surely I get res on top. It's like a sure for sure thing. Never mind.
Colpirò 2 volte più forte! Difenda la
I don't know, pocketed cast, man. I feel like I can't do anything against it. Pocketed cast, I can't do anything against.
Ciao!
Like, dude, how does he have a high fucking noon every single second?
The right choice.
Can he die? Can anything die here? And I died. To what did I die? I have no fucking idea. Will I get a red? Probably not. Kill them!
Guard the objective.
I am above defeat.
Why is this guy always looking at me? No! Why did I click ult in front of his Noon? Nice, nice. My Genji's goated. Alright.
La mia vendetta. They will know my
Okay.
One.
I have 12 deaths, but it's okay. So it's whatever.
Score 1-1.
Where's the hotel at in the UK? South London. Meet me there, Dylan.
Finalmente. Stavo aspettando.
Are you Jew? If so, are we all stupid goy? No, just you. You're the only stupid goy. The rest are okay.
5, 4, 3,
Fatevi sotto.
1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Impenetrable.
How are they there already? Fuck.
I need healing. Oh, I'll leave them in pieces.
Bro. You know, like...
That's my
Okay, bro. My bad. My bad. What's up? Beans for you? How you doing, bro?
Che siano maledetti. I'll bring them to ruin.
Leave me alone. Ah! Leave me alone. Let me play the game. Let me play. The Nemesis, thank you for 5 gifted. We'll get to it right after the game.
Heal me.
I tried to run up, but I couldn't. You know, a Juno ult would actually be sick here, no kidding. A Juno ult would go crazy. No?
Retribution will be mine. The point is mine.
Thank you.
I am restored.
At least I did something today.
Tear them apart. Arriva la punizione!
Sit down, boy. Ah, nice slash.
Flame consume me.
Easy work, easy work.
I need healing.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of broken. The fact that I just lived is kind of broken. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to push him. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to push him. I wonder if that. I was wondering if that would work.
I'm ready.
Would be hella nice if I could fucking kill him, bro. I got a 5 gifted Stefan. We'll get to it in just a second. Let me finish the game and we'll get to the bottom views. There are 3 in queues right now. 3 in queue.
We got him where we want him.
What are we ults? Alright, why? Lame.
Arriva la punizione!
Alright, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. I mean,
It's too
except the
late for
17
you.
deaths, it wasn't so bad. That was okay. I mean, the Zero, after they initially released it, it's way better now. Like, way better. It feels a lot snappier. It feels way more responsive. It feels like, you know, you can get in faster, get out fast. Pretty good. Pretty good hero. Let's get now into the VOD reviews, and let's see what the YouTube chat wrote. It's pretty good hero. The problem with melee heroes, the inherent problem with melee heroes is that you constantly need to get close. And it's really hard to get close. And I think, and I ironically think that the long range swings are really not good. And the reason why the long range swings are really not good is because when you're trying to close distance, very important for you to have your block. It's like a super important cooldown if you like to get in and out way better. Okay, Baptiste, gold 1, we have Luki, we start with Luki, and then we have Nemesis, then we have we have Luki, we have Fatness, we have Nemesis, then we have Stefik. So you got like 4 in queue. Gonna start the bot reviews now. By the way, disclaimer, these are quick, straight to the point VOD reviews. I'm not gonna sit here for an hour. I'm just gonna show you exactly what the mistakes are. I promise you, it doesn't matter at what point we look in the game, it will be the same mistake. But I'll show you.
Ready for battle.
I was Masters 2 years ago and I quit. That's okay, that's normal. What did he quit for? What did he play instead? We have already on you, Baptiste. Great. Do the 5-second intervals. Perfect. Valorant? Okay. What rank were you in Valorant? What rank were you in Valorant? So, right off the bat, I can tell you just by observing the first 5 seconds what the issue is. Radiant, you know what? It actually surprises me, and it's the reason why it surprised me is not that I question your skill in Valorant, is that I would expect somebody. Well, actually, depends what role. Like Radiant Valorant, what role were you playing? What were you playing? What heroes were you playing? Am I in queue? You're gonna be the 5th in queue. Okay, Sentinel, that makes more sense. So, like, if you were to say Duelist, what you're doing right now in the first 5 seconds of the match makes no sense, right? Duelist players are usually very, very aggressive players. Sentinels are usually a little bit more reserved and passive. They kind of like utilize angles and all that stuff. So here, the main issue in the first 5 seconds that I could probably promise you that the main mistake you're doing is simply not enough damage. Why? Because any player who's like any high level player would, instead of hiding behind his team trying to heal, pick, shoot a bit, jump, shoot a bit, whatever it may be. Right now, you're a little bit more reserved. I can tell you from the first 5 seconds. Healing, 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 healing. The first 20 seconds, not a single piece of damage. And by the way, if you hit Radiant on Valorant, you definitely don't have any mechanical issues. It's not a mechanical thing. So just by observing the first 5 seconds, seeing you play behind your team, I could tell you that you don't do enough damage, and that's probably why you're gold. But let's just keep it rolling. In the meantime, you see, healing, healing, healing. Do you think all this time the Zarya needed any healing? Absolutely not, man. Jump over here, apply some pressure. Okay, they look at me. I drop down, apply pressure. Okay, they look at me. Maybe I try this angle. Okay, they need healing now. Let's heal. Okay, jump again. Take this angle. You need to play way, way, way more aggressive, man. You're playing Baptiste. You're basically a DPS in disguise. Healing, healing, healing. Nobody needs healing here, man. No one needs healing. And the funny part about this whole sequence is that you're healing and healing and healing and healing, and your Cassidy still dies. And I keep saying this, like, at what point do you as the player, and I don't mean this specifically to you, I mean like a general rule, as the player, at what point do you realize healing is not the answer? Even if I do heal, I don't miss a single heal and they all die. At one point you really like become this like sentient, and you ask yourself, maybe it's not the healing. And the reality, it's not the healing. The only reliable way to prevent the Hanzo from killing your Cassidy over here is applying pressure on the Hanzo. If you sit here, shoot Hanzo, Hanzo runs away. Hanzo runs away means he's not killing your Cassidy. So right now, it's simply no damage. The only way for you to beat this guy, by the way, this is gold. With your mechanic, especially being Radiant, your mechanics are good. I promise you, if you just shoot, dare I say, because you're Radiant in Valorant, dare I say, you don't even need to heal a single time in gold, and you can just run these lobbies by literally just killing the entire enemy team. Don't do it. Heal your teammates. Blah, blah. I'm just saying that you probably could. Just with good positioning, good angles, etc., you'll be able to run through the lobby. Look how you're shooting, bro. Where was that the entire time? So now we're gonna skip forward and gonna see again that you're not doing damage.
Fire at will.
You're healing.
Locking satellite vector.
Okay. Here, there's a little bit of that. The only reason why you're doing damage is because your Zenyatta is using Transcendence. I get it. But now, you're probably gonna go back to healing if I have to guess, right? Oh! Okay! And by the way, it's not only the fact that you're not doing damage, but you're also, when you do damage, it leads to nowhere. Chat, question for chat. Why do you think that even though sometimes he's doing damage, it does not get kills? Please tell me. Question to the entire chat, whether on YouTube or on Twitch. And Bamato is absolutely correct. He nailed it. No off angles. He's basically sitting down main with his team and shooting what's in front of him. When we talk about like getting kills and doing damage, basically an off the way to carry a game is there's two criteria that needs to be met in order for you to determine your carry potential. The more you have in the overall score of these two, the more likely you are to carry, which Baptiste actually is pretty good at both. The two criteria are this: the ability to do consistent burst damage per second, okay? And the second thing is the ability to surprise the enemies, which in short would be mobility. Baptiste has both. He doesn't have the mobility of Tracer, but he has pretty damn good mobility considering his vertical jump. So like right now, within a second, he could be up here. And if he's up here, he can go here. And if he can go here, he can probably kill these two guys, right? And the second thing, well, obviously, he has the burst damage per second. Baptiste deals tons of damage. He has incredible damage. So right now, we've noticed that not only he's not doing enough consistent damage per second by choice because he keeps heal botting, and sometimes he does damage, but also the damage that he does is coming from the main angle rather than the off angle, which would be a position that has the element of surprise. The element of surprise means where enemies are not looking. Right now, the entire enemy team is looking straight ahead. They're trying to heal the Reinhardt. They're trying to shoot your team. If you pop from here, they're not going to pay attention to you, and you have a small window of opportunity to deal a lot of damage by the time they do look, and sometimes when they do look, it's already too late. But I want you to notice that as soon as you start doing damage, notice how much the game is, even from main. Look how much the game is more winnable. It feels like things are moving. You're backing up for no reason. I mean, you could have stayed with the bash and shoot. Playing way too passive here. Zarya, push with her. Why are you so afraid? Good night, Deluded. Good night, man.
And we were just getting to know each other.
This I like. I like this play a lot. I think this will yield good results. No, never mind. You jump back to main. I mean, you did off angle, then you jump back to main. Thank you, Deluded.
You're completely healed.
Great. Awesome kill, dude. Awesome kill. Apply damage from a position that was relatively surprising.
Stay in the sun. Step right up.
Alright.
You're completely healed.
Whoa. Well, basically, I can say you stood pretty much down main here. I mean, it's not that it's down main. It's more like the angle that it's safe. And you could have went here. I mean, if you realize nobody's on the bridge, why do you, like, nobody's at this bridge? Why are you at this bridge? Just go here and kill the Ryan. Kill the Moira. I mean, on the right side, the more the game went on, you actually started doing more damage. But the problem is that you're starting doing damage from the main angle. Healing. A little bit of shooting. Okay. A little bit of shooting. Healing. He doesn't need healing. Okay, good damage. Love to see it. Zard doesn't need healing. Nobody needs healing. Okay. So, if you notice, the consistent mistakes are two things, okay? There are two things. Number one, you simply don't do enough damage, right? You don't do enough damage. It's inconsistent. Like, you shoot for a bit, and then you stop, and then you stop shooting, and then you again shoot for a little bit more, then you stop shooting. So from now on, Loki, from now on, consistently, your mindset needs to be, it's not I will heal my enemies all the time and only when I can in some windows of opportunity I will do damage. It should be the other way around. I will do damage until my team needs healing. When do they need healing? The answer, it depends But especially at your ranks, a good rule of thumb to follow is critical. They're critical, I heal them until they're not critical so I can keep doing damage, right? Number 2, which is actually more important because you will be able to do damage. You can change gen literally your next gaming session. Like the next time you play, you will be able to damage. Pretty straightforward answer, right? But the second thing is that you need to do damage and you want to get kills. Now, how do you get kills? Not by sitting down main where your entire team is sitting and shoot, because that will not surprise the enemy. So when the enemy team will take cover from your team, they will take cover from you. When the Reinhardt is shielding your team, they will shield you. You need to consistently find positions that the enemies are not looking at, which are called off angles, and you need to constantly try to surprise the enemies. Always move into a position that will surprise the enemies. They are not looking, bam. You shoot. They look, bye-bye. Depends. I mean, you can take the 1v1s, but most of the time, it's bye-bye. They look, don't like try to fight it, don't try to be an aggressive. And when they're not looking, you simply pop from the, like, try to kill them and surprise them. All right? Which means that you have to be, like, if you want to surprise the enemies, the fight is pretty dynamic. Sometimes they go left, sometimes they go right, they go forward, they go backward, they jump on top of the payload, they jump under the payload, whatever. It means that their positioning is dynamic, therefore your positioning is dynamic. You're way too stationary. Don't try to surprise the enemies. You're always sitting down main, which is your biggest problem. That will require a little bit of time to fix. But the damage part, you can literally from the next, like right now, you can log into the game and work on the damage part. All right. Look, and I definitely expect you to be able to do it, and you'll climb out of gold in no time. I think that if you just implement those two things, literally within a week, you'll probably skyrocket through plats. I will not be surprised if you even hit diamond in a week. And by the way, I'll make an exclusive deal right now. Because we have the promo in Rank Up Academy, $25 for one VOD review and 5-day access. And I credit the $25 for a full membership. So Loki, if you'd like to make sure and to get 3 more VOD reviews and 1 live coaching, you can join Rank Up Academy, and this VOD review, the 5 gifted will be credited to your membership. So if you have the 5 gifted and you'd like to join Rank Up Academy, for the first month, your $25 here that you paid for the 5 gifted, or whatever, however many you paid, will be credited. So send me a DM on Discord. I'll take care of that ASAP, okay? All right, we're moving on to the next. We're moving on with I Am Fatness. You have to tell me what that nickname means, dude. Are you actually fat? Rank 1 gold DPS. I am fat. Okay. Let's lose the weight. I'm Fatness. Let's lose the weight and gain. Listen, I'll make a deal. Let's make a deal. I'm Fatness. If I help you rank up from gold to plat, I help you rank up from gold to plat. You give me a promise. You try to the best of your abilities to lose the weight. Some of the weight. It's not all of it. Some of it. So let's say from gold 1 to plat 5 would be 1 division, 5 kg, 5 kilograms. Okay, would that be fair?
Ready for battle.
All right. Okay. I'm Fatness. Ash. Last feedback was I was a human torp turret. Okay. All right.
We're in for a smooth ride.
He
right?
says, well, I order McDonald's. It's okay. It's probably like, I hope it's a small burger, no fries, and like no Diet Coke. The reason why you had to use your coach gun here is because you just walked in front of a Mauga. You shouldn't have not walked in front of a Mauga. If you said a Mauga is here, you should not be walking in front of him. Play from here, run cover. He shoots, you can hide around the wall. Right now, playing more in open space than you should. But let's see if it's a consistent issue. Why no Diet Coke? Yes, Diet Coke. Yes, Diet Coke. Very, very, very passive here. I mean, very, very passive. Look how long. I just want to show you how long it took to shoot after Mao got disengaged. So here is from this point, in 2 seconds, you could have just walked here and started shooting, or walked here and started shooting. 353. 353 on the clock on top. Let's see when's the next time you start doing damage. $10 of absolutely nothing. 10 seconds of nothing when you could have shot. Now, I don't mind you shooting the tank here. I would like for you to throw the dynamite at least. Tank, 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 tank. If you just walk over here, boom, you have a better angle to throw dynamite. There I say, you can coach gun here. Could have coach gun right over here, throw a dynamite from here, boom, explosion. And a surprising angle, super off angle. Right now, shooting tank too much, playing down main, and generally playing a little too fast. Here, enemies are going back. They're all looking here, high pressure. It's the time for you to go here and try to get your flank. They turn around, you run away. But again, sitting down main too much. Let me show you. Actually, this is nice. You go here. It was a nice try, but he should have used dynamite first. Let's begin with that. He should have used dynamite first for the burst damage and the consistent damage throughout. And the second thing, if you see that you're noticed, like the Bap is looking at you and jumping, get out. Don't try to fight him. Get out. But also the timing was wrong. And you want to know why the timing was wrong? Because your tank is already dead. If your tank is already dead, the enemy team has such a big advantage that they're not under any pressure. So they all will look at you in a second. Imagine if your tank was still alive and they started pushing forward and fighting the enemy tank. So they had to fight off your tank and they had to heal their tank. They're not going to be like, okay, let's fight an Ash in the Sky. They don't have the time. Okay, so timing is completely off. You engage way too late. And also, you're not using your dynamite enough. But I like going to the top left. I like going to the top left. I like it. This guy, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Nice dynamite. Okay. Very, very passive. Enemies are low, no tank, they're 1 HP, they're holding tiers. All you have to do is literally just push forward at that point. They're on the ropes. All you have to do is coach gun up and kill all of them. But you're going for the passive route, which I understand, but you shouldn't do it. Like, if you see they're on the ropes, just push your advantage. Right now, kind of walking around, not shooting. You're shooting at people in spawn. It's completely irrelevant, and you're stepping way out of line. You're dead. Yeah, I knew you would be dead. First off, I have 2 questions for you, Fatness. 2 questions. Number 1, even if you shoot these guys here, let me ask you, what the fuck are they even doing? What the fuck are they even doing here? What is the enemy team actually contributing to the team fight from here? Fatness. Waiting for Fat. Nothing. Just trying to cause a stagger. But look, there's a guy here for you to kill. He's on your team. So this guy is killing your team. High threat. Yeah. You decide, let's shoot the people that are sitting in spawn not doing anything. Target priority completely wrong. You should have just shot the Amalgam, man. If you there's no point to try to stagger and shoot people in spawn when you have targets that are right here. He's killing your team, bro. And also he died because you overextended stay too long. I mean, they saw you. Just get out. Don't risk it. And all of the sequence of events could have been easily avoided if you just, well, didn't try to shoot people in spawn. Fatness, I got a quick question. When was the last time you used an unscoped shot? When was the last time you shot unscoped shot on Ash? Today. Yeah, good answer. But what I'm saying is that you're not using your unscoped shot at all, which is not that great. So the unscoped shots is when you're close range. When enemies are close to you, you always want to use scope. You can do the scope unscope combo, but right now, I'll say this like kind of nicely. You're gold. You don't need to worry about combos with unscoped and shot and unscoped. Just keep it a rule of thumb. Somebody's close, you're unscoping. Somebody's close, far, like mid range to far away, you're scoping. When a junk is right here, you definitely don't open up your scope because it slows you down, makes you very easy to hit. You will usually die before you get a kill, unless you hit the first headshot, which sometimes is not even likely. Okay, so people close to you always unscope. Don't try to like scope. You will die most of the time.
Sorry, brother. Was it?
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Nice. You listen to me. Right now, where are you? Instead of creating an off angle, possibly coach gun top. Try to shoot them from here because they're all staring at your macro. What do you do? Stand exactly behind the macro where everyone is looking. And if you get a kill here, you can call me Squidward, bro. Okay? The likelihood of you getting a kill here is very low unless they miss a big time. Actually, the likelihood of you dying here is significantly higher. Now, how would I know? It's because I told you. If you're standing behind your tank and shooting, you don't surprise the enemies. They're looking there. The likelihood of getting kills is very low because the kills are usually determined by ability to surprise the enemies. When you're sitting in front of them, they're definitely not surprised. Nice. There's a jump. Whoa! Okay, so right now we have two issues. Number one, sitting down main a little bit too much. Very, very low off angles, not surprising the enemies. And also, the second thing is that you're playing way more passive than you should. But the reason why you're playing way more passive is because you're constantly under pressure, and you're constantly under pressure because you're sitting down exactly where your team is sitting. And you just basically take all the poke damage. So number two issue will be fixed if you are away from enemies' line of sight. So if enemies are looking here and you're shooting from here, it's less likely for them to also shoot here. You get it? When are you gonna use your bob, I wonder? Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much gold standard. Everybody's holding on to their ultimates and everybody chunks them at the same time. Is the Rank Up Academy offer for everyone who gifted 5? Yes. Yes. You'll basically, however much you paid for the 5 gifted will be credited for your Rank Up Academy membership. So if the 5 gifted was 25, your premium membership will be 75 for the first month. Good Bob. What can I tell you, man? By the way, not a big fan of you sitting in the middle of the payload when they're coming up from spawn. Imagine if you just stand here, you can see everyone and you cannot die. I mean, you can die if they decide to push here, but the problem is that it takes them too long to go to the high ground, and if they do go to the high ground, they essentially just leave the payload. How does it work for the VOD? Do you pick? I can't pick from the history. You just have to send a code. I can. It's not like Marvel Rivals. You have to look at the Overwatch. So let's just watch a little bit of defense. I want to show you again how you're, well, not surprising the enemies enough and not aggressive as much as you can be because you're standing always in the enemy's line of sight. Let's find out. I mean, it can't be here because we're in spawn. Let's try this one. What the fuck is going on even? But even then, look where you're standing the entire time. Standing here far back. Didn't consider this angle, didn't consider like that angle or anything, right? And I'm not saying this angle or that angle is a good position, but I'm just saying that in principle, you want to move very often, and the reason why you want to move very often is for 2 reasons. Number one, you don't want enemies to always know where you're at to make it harder for them to kill you. But also, more importantly, you want to always try to surprise the enemies. And in order for you to surprise the enemies, you need to know where they're looking. Or rather, you need to know where they're not looking. And that only can be accomplished if you move around and look where they're not looking. Or look where they're looking, right? So what I'd like you to do, I'm Fatness, actually... well, how should I say this? You said that I told you that you don't need to be playing like a turret, which you do less of. I'll give you credit for that. The problem is that you don't exactly understand where you need to go, and now I'm going to tell you exactly where you need to go. You need to go where enemies are not looking, aka they're looking at your team, whichever. They look at your so when your tracer goes in, everybody's gonna look at your tracer. Where do you pop from? Wherever they're not looking, aka not around the tracer. If your Sigma goes in, example, Sigma goes in. They look at your Sigma. They make contact with your Sigma. If team fight is brewing, they're busy with your Sigma. You pop from the off angle. Where? Not behind your Sigma because they're already looking from a different position. Okay? So in short, you need to off angle way more frequently. And you can be way more aggressive. But I think that me telling you to be way more aggressive will inevitably end up with you feeding. Unless I tell you when to be super aggressive, and when to be super aggressive is when the enemies are busy, aka when your team starts moving in. Enemies busy, they look at they look at your team, they're busy. Now you pop from a position they're not looking. That is exactly the only thing you should be working on right now. Okay, Fatness. If that does not get you to plat, and you will also lose 5 kilos, aka 10 something pounds, 10.4 pounds, don't call me Squidward. The nemesis before the Stefek, and nemesis is the gift before yourself. You will go after nemesis. Nemesis, you can send me a code. Just hero and rank. Masters 2 Nemesis. I would like if possible to watch half the Widow part and the Ash part. Please, the game was so long. I spent a good amount of time in both heroes. Well, there's an inherent problem with doing both heroes. I'll do that for you. Well, I'll watch Ash and Widow, but try to avoid playing 2 heroes. Okay, like at the same match. The reason why you swap is because it doesn't work, and if it doesn't work, it means it's a skill issue.
Sniper. Amateur. Distance is no obstacle to accuracy.
All right. First thing first, great kill on the Widow. If you get the kill on the enemy team, what usually will happen is the enemies are going to start being more defensive. So what you should do is naturally start progressing more forward. The problem right now, what will happen is that the enemies will go back, your team will go forward, you're going to get left behind, so your team will be playing 4-on-4 brief for a short duration of time until you show up. And that's a big problem because, well, you gave the advantage and don't want to throw the advantage. Very, very far away. You had damage fall off if you noticed, by the way. I like this angle. Notice, by the way, and this is exactly what I was telling I Am Fatness, is notice how not a single person was looking at the Widow while the Widow shot like 10 bullets. And the reason for that is because Nemesis, who plays really good Widow right now, is attacking them when they're not paying attention. Why? Because look where Orisa Wuyang is. They have to dodge Orisa Wuyang. They have to run away. Should have disengaged a lot earlier, but it's fine. I don't understand why you're on the red team and it shows you blue on the scoreboard. It's so confusing. Did they change it right now? Is it a new thing? I mean, look, if you know that you're... So think about it, Nemesis. If your Orisa is here, where are you looking, dude? Why are you looking at the window? They can't prop from the window. The Orisa is already blocking the window. They're gonna fight Orisa. What you should have done is walk over here. Try to see if you can snatch a kill. You're basically staring at a place where enemies are not likely to be. Because the Orisa is already there.
I am effervescent. Here comes a big one.
Is it too dangerous to go in there? No, not if you disengage on time. Okay. Nice shot.
Admirez mon chef-d'œuvre.
Well, pretty good Widow, man. You can use Venom Mine more. Use it more often. Also, Nemesis, you know the monkey is here. He's been staring at you the entire time. You picking the enemies when there's a monkey next to you? No, don't do it. Get away from the monkey, force him out, and then pick. You can't just pick next to a monkey. He's gonna jump on you. Like, the funny thing is, isn't it dangerous to pick there where nobody knows where you're at and your Orisa is there? That's too dangerous for you. But no, let's pick the enemy Widow when there's a monkey next to my face. Not dangerous.
No one can hide from my sight.
Dip.
Do not provoke me.
Same thing, by the way. You killed Widow, Hanzo
Do
killed
not
Juno. What will
provoke
look
me.
where your team is. Look where your team is. They're -2. Your team is playing forward. Look how
Don't
far
use
away
my
you are.
tricks against
You do
me.
this grapple for no point. Let's say you grapple, shoot up this guy. Okay, then what? Go help Orisa, man. You got kills. Let's move forward. Yeah, you should have grappled the bridge in front of you. Correct. Correct. It's the second time that we see this. You have a really big advantage that you sometimes create yourself by either killing the enemies. Your team is pushing forward, enemies are pushing back, but you're still hanging around the back. By the way, all of this time, you standing here, the enemies are in spawn, man. Look where you're Orisa. It's the same thing. You have to go shoot. Go stand here, shoot. Dare I say, you could even go here, try to surprise, grapple out, whatever. Dude, fight is over. Go try to shoot them. Yeah, you're a long range here. You can shoot them while they're trying to cross the spawn. Your Orisa is fighting over there. You can help. You can help. This is like 2 eternities later. You know, like what are you doing? Nemesis, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. AFK simulator. Look where your team is fighting. Like you're scoping here. You're scoping here as if the enemies are gonna run through your Orisa, run through your wing, and pick here. If they're here, go pick here. Go pick from, like, you know, I'm not saying specifically here, but here, here. Your team is forward, you play more forward. Because that means that the enemies are going to be busy and not close to you. Whoa. Oh, you got wrecked, bro. That's rare things, you know?
No one can hide from my sight. Now I
Okay.
truly feel alive.
So let's get the Widow, like, kind of off our list. The issues are pretty transparent for me, and they're actually fairly easy fixes. So when you have an advantage and when your team is playing, like, pushing in, play more aggressive. You play way too passive when you have advantages. They're -1, they're low HP, your team is pushing forward, stop playing that far away. Play in a position to have a strong line of sight where you can see the enemies. Second thing, fight is over. You don't just sit on the payloads, camping on a roof like you're protecting the prisoners, right, from running away from the prison. Before the fight starts, they're walking from spawn. Try to shoot them down, man. Try to shoot them down. Don't let them walk to the chokes easily, especially when your team is playing super far forward, okay, and trying to do the same thing. Advantage, push. Enemies are not looking, more aggressive. Before the fight, instead of waiting for them to come, try to kind of get a sneaky pick when they're trying to rotate from spawn. That's the Widow part, Nemesis. Let's see what happens with the Ashe here. Cheats? Cheats? What did I just see, Nemesis? What is that? Cheats? Cheats? Cheating? No, I'm kidding. It's lag. It's not. Don't worry. It's not cheating. Right. Check this out, Nemesis. So you're picking here, right? You're shooting. You realize it's not comfortable. I can't see jack shit. No available enemies. It's only a tank. I shoot a tank. It's not going anywhere. What do you think you should do next? Question to you. What do you think you should do next? Go right side and shoot from there. Yeah. Or you can go left side or whatever. Like basically anywhere that is not where I'm not getting value. That is in short. Let me rotate away from where I'm not getting value. What is value? Damage that actually leads up to something, to a kill. Not shoot at the tank and he's healed up after like half a second. I'm not saying you shouldn't shoot the tank. I'm saying that don't shoot the tank if it's not going anywhere. Which is kind of like, notice again, look. I want you to observe. Look where your Orisa is, and look where you are. You have a huge. He has an ad. Shit, man. What rank is this? Masters. Masters 3, he said, or Masters 2? Masters 2. Okay, Nemesis. Look at this. Look where your Orisa is, bro, and look where you are. It's almost as if you have the same problem on Widow as you do have on Ashe. Do you see this? Orisa is aggressive. People look Orisa. What is Ashe doing? What are you doing, Nemesis? Nothing. It's look what is happening here. You have like it's almost you play as if you don't see what your tank is doing. He's playing aggressive. Everybody's looking at him. Means you could have picked. You could have picked. Boom, here, surprise this guy. They're looking at the Orisa. Boom, pop from here. Try to follow up. Dare I say even walk here? You probably couldn't have because they're standing here. But in short, your team playing aggressive. For the love of God, capitalize on the fact that the enemies are distracted by your aggressive teammates. You're playing super passive when your team is going in. And by the way, it's the same thing on Widow. You have the same issue. You have advantages, the enemies are distracted, and you're simply not pushing.
Here it comes.
Nice, good kill. Same thing, man. I'm sitting on top. I'm shooting. I can barely see the Malga. I'm not doing anything. Prey is shooting me down. What do? Leave the fucking high ground. Nemesis, leave the high ground. Bam. Over here, low ground. Okay, shoot. More comfortable angle. I can see more. You're way too stationary. You're way too stationary. Like you're hogging onto these high grounds because some guy on YouTube said that high grounds are good. Yes, high grounds are good when you can get value out of them. When you can barely see a Mauga and Frey is shooting you, pinning you down, and when you're sitting on the high ground, it's time to drop. Try a different position. So in short, your Widow and your Ashe suffer from the same problem. You don't push on advantages, and you don't capitalize on enemies that are distracted. So enemies are dead, you're still very passive. Enemies are in spawn, you're still holding some position that is really, really far away. Don't let them walk through chokes from spawn. They're walking from spawn, shoot them down a bit, throw it dynamite, shoot a Widow shot, try to get a sneaky kill when they're trying to walk from spawn. Don't make it an easy route. They want to walk from spawn to the point, make it a living hell for them, man. Don't let it do it for free. And the second thing, please pay more attention to when your team is actually engaging the enemies, because when they're engaging the enemies, they're the most busy. They're the most busy. It's exactly when you should time the maximum level of your aggression. Your tank goes in, everybody looks at tank, you pop, be very aggressive because nobody looks at you because they all look at tank. Okay? Nemesis. And that will be your ticket to Grandmaster, by the way. Ticket to Grandmaster. Right, Stefik. We're moving on to the next. Stefik, let's go, man. QWERTY, by the way, I didn't say thank you. Thank you for the 6 months, man. I really appreciate it. Quinn GM5. Okay. 1 second. Awkward. Could you get me to top 500 washed up plat? Well, if you got the time, then probably, yeah. Short term, not likely. I mean, we need to have realistic expectations. You won't skyrocket from plat to top 500 short time. I have a problem every time I play Tracer. I can play a game like GM, and next game I'll play like Bronze. And last month I was watching every Tracer VOD of you, and you're ranked GM. Well, what do you think the issue is then? What is the issue with the consistency? Rather, I mean, you're not consistent, but why? What is the decision that you're not making consistently? Which one am I on in queue? So we have Stefik right now, D2 George, and then you, Shakira. Does that mean that I can enter Rank Up Academy promo thing? Anybody gets VOD of you today, Nemesis, you can. Shoot me a DM on Discord. I will give you like a discounted price because you paid for a VOD of you today. Basically, it will be credited towards your Rank Up Academy. Your camera quality is insane. Thank you. Thank you. I need to turn on the AC because it's actually getting pretty hot in here. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm gonna turn on the AC and we're gonna jump right into Stepek. Bargi. I am back. GM5, Stepek, Junker Queen. What's up, Crackhead? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Is everything okay? I got myself. I want to get some water, but I realized I have those in the fridge. And, like, these are watermelon watermelon flavored drink with nata de coco. So we have these. What is nata de coco? I have no fucking idea. What's up, Ashra? I haven't traveled. I'm relocating, man. All right, John. First of all, GM5,
Ready for battle.
super high rank. Good for you, Stepek. Good for you, dude.
I was born to rule.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Nice try. I mean, it was a good idea to push the Zen there with a shout.
Flashpoint
The problem is that you try to do it so fast. You weren't not patient. You just went in kind of blind. You don't really see where the enemies are at. What you should have done, Stefik, gotta peek, see, okay, is my team actually going in? Is there anybody nearby to protect them, etc., and only then make the decision. You can't make decision on blind because you're usually gonna, well, you can't really, if you don't know what's going to happen, you're likely to die. I like the idea in principle. What you should have done is been a little bit more patient about it. That's all. If you were more patient about it, it would have been perfect. Because if you die here, we are really bad. You got, by the way, you got saved with literally 20 HP. I don't know how you live. Wow, I don't know how you live, but it could have went wrong so fast, Stefan. Only because you were impatient. And the interesting thing about, okay, whatever, my bad. I mean, the kill feed is a little bit mixed up.
My hand needs a knife in it.
This, what he did right now, Stefan, did you notice how you pause, cover, look at your team? This is what we call patience. Well, let me see if my team can follow up. Let me see that I can get healed. Let me analyze the situation, and then I go. Especially when it comes to shout, by the way. Shout too early. Shout is too early. You could have also used your knife, throw on the bridge. Short cooldown. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot.
No one can stop me.
Pretty solid fight. Pretty solid fight. Good job. Stefik, are you here with me, man? Are you here with me? There's a lesson for everyone, not just Stefik. It's coconut. I don't know. It's like this little chips of Nikes. Oi. Yes. Anyways, do you notice that this fight we were a lot more patient? You kind of looked around, see if your team can follow up, and the fight went almost as smooth as it can get. What rank GM5? Just an observation. Just an observation.
The goddess is here.
So, chat, can somebody explain to me super briefly in a TLDR way what should you do on Junker Queen if you want to carry a game? Like what is the play loop essentially? Like super short. Not complicated, as simple as possible. Well, damage, yes, but a little bit more. Let's just how do we do damage to get killed? Surprise and burst damage, okay. Cover knife fight, okay. Damage tank not paying attention. Damage tank when not paying attention. Move to his team. Yeah, I mean, Bamato was the close. Bamato, you're on fire today, bro. You're on fire today. You're giving the good answers. So, in short, what we want to do is on tank, or I mean, Junker Queen. Let me just kind of use for Junker Queen. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you want to kill the enemy team, specifically the squishies, right? Unless the tank makes a big mistake, it's usually not super killable, right? So how do you do it? You want to bait out the enemy cooldowns. So basically, you go in, you draw the aggression to yourself, right? What happens when you draw aggression to yourself? Your DPS and supports don't have aggression on them, which means they can take angles and shoot the enemies. When they take angles and shoot the enemies are looking at them. And now you can kill the enemies that are not looking, right? That is in short. So how do you do that? And how can you ensure the fact that you can kill the enemy team, right? Even when they don't pay attention. The easy answer is to have shout, which means that what you should do is essentially poke the enemies with knives and shots around corners, apply pressure with the damage, throw knives on the enemy tank. Enemy tank and enemy supports and enemy DPS will try to help their tank use big cooldowns. All you have to do is absorb the cooldowns, use cover, be patient, they use cooldowns. Now your team is now pushing in, enemies don't pay attention, or even if they do pay attention, they're too low, they don't have cooldowns, all you have to do is click shout and just kill them all. Basically, in short, I mean, I kind of gave the long version. In short, force enemies' cooldowns by shooting and throwing knives. They use big cooldowns. Then you use your big cooldowns to capitalize on the fact that they don't have their cooldowns. Okay? You use your small cooldowns to force big cooldowns, and then use your big cooldowns to kill the enemies because they don't have big cooldowns anymore. Specifically, this was okay, but this has only worked because D.Va has no flights. Technically, D.Va doesn't have a big cooldown, but the only reason why she's dead is because no flight, no matrix. Oh, I use shout, she dies. On the other hand, what do you think about this shout? Way too early. Way too early. If you walked, got close, and then use your shout, probably would have worked way better.
Climbing the objective. Get over here. Rexy, come.
Nice try. Wanted to close distance quick, yes, but then I get what you're saying, but then the problem is that you have no shout and can just kill you.
Get to the next
point. Come on.
Your prayers are answered.
And also, again, you say you want to close distance quick, but you didn't even see the enemies. You didn't know where they are at exactly. It's again like operating on blind. No patience.
Clear my balance.
The tide is with you. Time for the reckoning.
I'm okay with that ult. That was a really good play. That was a really good play, Stefan. That was really good. And also shout at a perfect time. Use your ult, boom. They're very close, all purple. They're close to you. They used up some cooldowns. You can kill them. Bam. You click shout, you go in. I love it.
Stop lagging about and get over here.
Love it, love it. Great job.
Are you done? I'm with you.
Okay, let's play that. So right now you have two issues. But the good news is that it's not like it doesn't happen super frequently and consistently. Well, that makes sense considering you're GM5. When you're GM5, you don't make blatant mistake all the time. You make them sometimes, but that is what is holding you back. So, Stefan, first of all, when you play a lot more patient, you kind of look around what's happening in team fights and when you should use your shout and where if your team can follow up on you or if you can follow up on your team or anything like that. Basically, when you wait and patiently wait to see what is going on and then you decide to use your abilities, the fights look way better. Where you fuck up, sorry for my crass language, when you mess up, why do you mess up is that you try to do everything too fast. Shout too early, you push without looking where your team is at, you push without knowing where the enemy is, like kind of on blind. You're kind of pushing on blind and, sorry, there was a noise. There was kind of like everything on blind. When you play patient, it's great. You need to be a little bit more patient. That's first of all. The second thing is that you... Well, you know what? I'm not gonna mention it. It's pointless because we'll be fixed with problem number one. Why do you stand still here, Stefan, man? Stop just run away.
My ultimate is almost ready. The Kitsune is ready.
Tactical visor active.
I get where you're focusing the hazard here, but the Moira would have been such a good option for you right now. I know this seems so killable, but if you just focus the Moira for half a second, she fades out, she's not gonna heal this guy, and he just dies. You can target, basically, what I'm saying is that exactly as I explained before. You play aggressive on tank, you force his abilities, you lower his HP, and the enemy supports will try to help him. When they try to help him, they tunnel vision, and then you can go and kill him because they're not already paying attention.
Flashpoint unlocked.
You call that a fight?
I like this. I like you waiting. Wait. You see the shout. The shout was forced only because you're impatient. Look, the enemy team, two of them are dead. All you have to do is chill. Your team is not nearby. Wait, get back, get healed. Let your team come, and then you go. Yes, I know you want to catch the point, but you're fighting an uphill battle right now. It's 2 versus 3. Not looking good for you, man. So, Stefik, in short, what I would like you to work on is just be more patient. I know it sounds kind of general, but before you go, well, okay, so let me just say this. Play more patient, specifically with how you use your shout. Knife throws all the time. Every time you have a knife, throw a knife, force CDs, do damage, build ult charge, whatever it may be. Force people out of position, whatever it is. You have a knife, you throw a knife, which you normally do, which is good. Axe swing, the same thing. They're nearby. Axe swing. Okay. Shout is something that you want to be very patient with because that's your. If you use shout correctly, it usually win the fight. Before you use your shout, you want people to be killable, aka either overextend or simply have no cooldowns to defend against you. You want to be close enough so you can catch them with a shout. Knives, damage. They use big cooldowns, they go back, boom. You go with your big cooldown, kill them because they have no cooldowns to protect themselves, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is that you really have to pay attention to the target priority and not tunnel vision so much on the tank. Now, you want to shoot a tank initially to bait the attention on you so your team can take angles, but in the mid fight, when you notice that the enemy team is not paying attention and they're busy with other things, like soldiers trying to flank kill your supports, or a Moira is trying to heal the hazard so much, kill her. Kill those people. Kill the enemies that can die, that are squishies, that are not paying attention. These are the two things that you should work on, Stefak. And your rank, well, I can't promise it will skyrocket because you're already the high rank, but it can definitely start climbing towards the high GM instead of being low GM. Do you offer coaching for Marvel Rivals as well? Yes. Okay, D2 George, and then Shakira, and then we have Lingangu. But then, yeah, okay. D2 George, send me the code. Send me code, rank in here, man. Palat Kiriko, Smurf is named, but not a Smurf. If I remember correctly, this game, this is the game where in round 2 you just have to ignore it for a second because of my aim on mate. You'll know when you see it. Sorry. George, are you aware of the 4-step plan? Do you know what a 4-step plan is? If you do, please tell me what it is. And if you don't, just say no. Yes, I tried. Okay.
Defend objective
Let me ask you a question. Instead of sitting here and shooting people here that you have no chance of hitting, why didn't you just set up over here and then the fight would have started and try to actually do the 4-step plan? Also, as soon as you started seeing your Ryan dying, you just froze. You just froze in place. No TP, no Suzu. This is not a 4-step plan. This is you shooting from far away. By the way, notice that you don't hit a single shot from far away, and that's because hitting shots from far away is really, really hard. This is the 4-step plan. Let me show you. This is the 4-step plan. This.
Shouldn't have put your head there. Under my
At the
protection.
very least, should have TP'd out, you know? Didn't have to embarrass himself like that.
Thanks. Now go get him.
Didn't need to Suzu. Could have just TP'd. You were fine.
Feels
No
like
need to waste the
sunlight,
Suzu. Okay. Right now, you have a very, very big problem. Number one, you don't actually do the 4-step plan. You say, I try it. Well, I don't see it here. Okay. The second thing is that one of the key things about the 4-step plan is closing the distance. And the reason why you want to close distance is because it's way easier to land shots up close in comparison to far away. You see, you're missing more shots than you actually hit because you're shooting from far away. But the second reason as to why you want to shoot from up close is usually you would engage when the enemies don't pay attention, when they're busy, right? And if the enemies are busy, you want to surprise them. If you shoot from far away before you're doing the 4-step plan, you're basically letting the enemy team know, hey guys, I'm here and I'm coming. So if you have the option of closing distance without being noticed, don't shoot yet. Wait. Try to see if you can close distance without shooting, and then only after you get close, start shooting. Because you don't want to let them know that you're coming.
Be healed.
Now would be a perfect time. Now would be a perfect time because they're busy. They need to heal. Boom. Over here, drop down. Bam, 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 bam. And then TP out. This would be a perfect time to go. Perfect time. Let's see what you do. If I have to guess, you're gonna push. Really, really passive, man. Really passive. Enemies are busy. Enemies are going crazy. All you have to do is push with a 4-step line, George. So you see, George, you say I try to do the 4-step line, but we're watching for 2.5 minutes. Did you do it a single time yet, or not so much? You think? Careful, man. This is okay. When the fart is going to be leading to Suzu, he was full HP. I like this. I like the push. I don't like the hiding. Need the push. Okay. Very, very, very passive, George. Very passive. So let's see if you actually get to the 4-step line somewhere down the line. Why are you going back? No reason to Suzu. You're using Suzu for no reason. If the enemies don't look at you, you can close distance. Would be a good Kitsune around the corner now. You need the Kitsune around the corner now.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Usually, it's better to Kitsune where they're gonna go back to. You should have Kitsuned like this, and then they have no chance of running away, but good timing. Okay, George, I want to ask you quickly. Did you do the 4-step plan yet or no? What do you guys think? Yes? No. Not a single time so far. Right now, they're looking at the Rhine, and the Ash is gonna turn around to shoot the Rhine. Wall climb, boom, sneak up, try to get a kill. Doesn't work, get out. Very, very fast, shooting from very far away. Always the front line, never behind, never an off angle. He always. Like here, your Rhine is okay. He doesn't need your help. He has a Juno behind. All you have to do is just kind of walk around. Boom, boom, boom. They look at you. Your Rhine goes forward. You go back. Whatever it may be. But you need to actually play more aggressive. Close distance. Go into positions that enemies are not looking. A.k.a. off angles. Instead of shooting from far away, should have close distance before shooting instead of giving warning shots. No reason to Suzu yet, very early. Nice. You see George, when you're getting close, all of the shots are now connecting. But now you're going far away, and then you miss all the shots. Okay. So George, the main issue that you have is that you might think you're doing the 4-step plan, but you're not actually doing the 4-step plan. You very rarely engage the enemies. You very rarely go towards the enemies. You're always shooting far away. The main issue that you have in the 4-step plan is that you're shooting from far away, and you're always in front of them rather than try to sneak up on them. I mean, sometimes you try to sneak up on them like you did here, but if you are here and the Ashe is here, just get close. She's not, if you see that she's not looking at you, just get close. You need to get close to the enemies from where they're not looking. That will help your rank skyrocket. That will help your rank go up pretty damn fast. Please, close distance on the enemies from where they're not looking more often. Is that a possibility that you can do, George? Is that something you can do? And oh, second thing, use Suzu when people are in danger of dying. Use your Suzu a lot of time when people are like 80% HP. They're fine, man. They're okay. If just because you got dynamite and you got 180 HP, you don't need to Suzu, just TP. It's a long cooldown, it's very important, okay? Close distance from positions that enemies are not looking. They're not looking, you go from where they're not looking, get close to them, shoot, TP out. If things go bad. If they don't go bad, you got it. Okay, Shakira. Code, hero, and rank. Code, hero, and rank. Mr. Awkward, the goal is to off-angle damage, get the 1v1 challenge Suzu, and if you can't win, TP out. It's not the getting the 1v1. You don't really take a 1v1. You bank on people not paying attention. Being busy with something else. Plateau Genji. Okay. How do you constantly shoot while also having to close distance? How do I not have low uptime? You shoot from far away before the fight starts. Once the fight starts, you move into the off angle quickly. And then you have a little bit of downtime of just making that rotation that will ensure a kill. But uptime doesn't mean that you have to shoot every single second. It just means that you have to constantly try to be aggressive and do things. Not just stand AFK, wait for something to happen.
Ready for battle.
I have no.
Have you watched my Genji on Ranked GM, Shakira? By chance? How many people are in queue? 2. But we're not gonna go for much longer. And by the way, again, I have to clarify again for Stefik and George and also Shakira and Ling. For the 5 gifted, you will be credited based on the amount that you pay for a Rank Up Academy membership. So if you'd like to get a membership with 3 VOD reviews and 1 live coaching throughout the month and access to Rank Up Academy community for the first month, I can credit the amount that you give here and credit it to your membership. So your price will be lower. Go main, see where the enemies are, and then surprise them. Yep, pretty much. There you go, main.
I have no idea what is going on.
Okay. Panic, dash out, hit a wall. You didn't need to dash. If you just stayed for instead of panicking for half a second. Can I pay for Rank Up Academy with PayPal? Yeah, it's actually the only payment processor we have right now. By the way, so instead of panicking, dashing here, and you would have realized that you can actually kill the Vendetta. You could have just killed the Vendetta. She has no block because she used just like 3 swings. With a dash, you actually would have killed her. Panicking.
I am here.
Surprising the monkey, love to see that. Good job. Now it's the time to dash out, but that was way too slow. You know what's crazy to me, Shakira? Is that Vendetta with half HP is moving to you and you can kill her and you're full HP and all cooldowns, you dash out instantly, panic mode. Monkey, almost full HP next to you. I'm just chilling, I don't give a fuck. Can you explain that to me, Shakira? Nice. I like that. I mean, there was no point initially to go over here. You should have just picked the angle and just apply pressure main. You shouldn't have gone over here, but whatever. If the enemies don't pay attention here, Shakira, get close. Why are you so scared? Get close. No. Gotta get for the Genji. Did you just reload with full ammo? Not full ammo, like with, yeah, 12 bullets. Why reloading with 12 bullets, man? Okay, okay. Ah, your Reaper's dead. No? Almost. Try to surprise. Ah, you're walking way too early, man. You're walking way too early. Look. Where is your team? If you would have looked to the right, so you would realize nobody's here, it's way too early to go. Way too early. If you just turn around for half a second, you would realize, yeah, they're not here. Way too early to go in. Should have just kept poking. I was about to say, the only reason why you're not dead is because they're plat. You're welcome, buddy, man. Good deflect. Okay. Alright. So right now, it simply is a timing thing. You simply are always too late to be aggressive. You start being aggressive way too late. Like what I say, when enemies don't pay attention, you go in. But the problem is they do pay attention because they're not busy yet. You go in too early. That's the main issue that you have right now. Just going in too early. You need to look around what is happening around you more. Like, where is my team? Are they in? Is the enemies not looking? Are enemies busy? You need to ask yourself these questions before you go. This would be perfect timing. Enemies are busy. Use Kitsune, enemies are busy, everyone's fighting. Now is the perfect time for you to go. You see the difference? You see the difference in timing? Do you see? When your team is in, enemies are busy, not paying attention, and you go in, you see what happens? You see how smooth that was? You see how great that was? You see how capable you are, Shakira? See that? I like the wall climb. You're way too aggressive in front of a pocketed monkey, man. But a great fight, Shakira. I love that. Love that. You see, when the timing is spot on, look, see how well this looks? You look like a pro Genji player, man. Alright. Yeah, you win, you win, you win. Yes, Casper, if you do the 5 gifted, you're gonna go in queue, yeah. There are like 3, I think 2 or 3 people before you. Shakira. What happened here? Let me see what is going on. You're just impatient, dashing into dead Ramatra, and yeah. Spend too much time in front of enemy's faces in short here. You're the one getting surprised, by the way. Panicking, man. You don't need to go back to point. Let somebody else touch. I mean, you could, but I'm saying that you actually applied tons of pressure on me. Oh, yeah. Ah, you're super late. You're so confused. You kind of walk around. Uh, yeah, you just got confused. I mean, I'm not gonna add much. You're running away too much. He's half HP or full HP, bro. You can't be running away. You have deflex as well. She would have been dead a long time ago if you actually engaged. So scared. Now would be a perfect time. No, actually, it wouldn't be a perfect time because there's nobody here. Yeah, there's nobody here. If you had a tank that went in, it would have been a good time. Also, by the way, when they were focusing the mate was the good time for you to go, but you dashed out beforehand. So, Shakira, in short, you actually play quite well. I think that the main issue is that you play way too aggressive too early on, and then you use your dash to get out exactly when your team is going in, and then you can't go in when your team is going in. The main issue that you have right now is with the timing. You play way too aggressive and lose too much HP way too early. And the second thing is just you're afraid of any 1v1. Every time somebody, especially Vendetta, tries to kill 1v1 against you, you're full HP, she's half HP, you're running away. Just fucking kill them, man. Grab yourself by the balls and say, I'm gonna kill him. Okay? Like you see, here, you went way too aggressive, way too early, lost HP, dash out. Now, when your team is going forward, you can't really go in with a fucking dash. I mean, you could because you got a dash reset, because you got lucky, but, you know... Here, why payloads? Go kill them! They're busy, go kill them! See what I mean, Shakira? They're busy and you're not going. But you go too early. Pay attention. Just simply swing your mouse a little bit more often to see where your team is at. And when you see them going in and fighting enemies busy, that's your cue to really commit. Try to avoid using your dash to get out before anything even happens, okay? That's the main that is literally going to be your ticket to diamond. Alright, Lingangu. Casper CM is gonna be the last one, by the way. The queue is closed for the day, and as I said, guys, if you got the VOD review today for 5 gifted, you have it will be credited for your Rank Up Academy membership if you do decide to join us today. That will not be the case. It's an exclusive thing that I've made just for the stream today. So if you're interested, it's your however the amount that you paid for the 5 gifted will be credited to you for the Rank Up Academy membership. Anna Gold.
I'll find my own path.
Red
My heart is strong.
Anna Gold. This one? Am I watching the right guy?
Station. Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
I wouldn't say you should have thrown a nade, but at sleep would have been really helpful. Because if you sleep somebody, it means one less person shooting, your team can walk forward for free. Nice shot. Right now, a whole team fight went by and it actually used their abilities. Super rushed. Flick your mouse up, throw a nade, didn't even see the enemies. I mean, to be honest, if you just walked here and then throw the nade and hit here, maybe 3 people get naded, or just these 2 would be fine. You would have probably yielded a kill here. But you rushed, just threw them without looking, and yeah. You're even lucky to hit our Makra. Didn't really use your sleep. And by the way, I mean, if your Orisa is here full HP, this would actually be a great angle for you. Check this out. If you pick here and then throw a nade or throw a sleep, you have a free angle there.
Taking the objective. Not on my one.
I won't let you fall.
It's been like a minute and you still haven't used your sleep. How many are in line? The queue is closed. No 5 gifted. The queue is closed, guys. Let me just do queue closed. You closed. Again, you see how you flick your mouse up and rush the nade? Instead of like lining up your nade to hit properly, you just flick your mouse and throw it. Panic mode. Panic nades, I call them. And also you need to stop jumping, and also you need to use your sleep. Okay, here, your team is moving forward to the right side. Enemies not paying attention. This will be a really, really good time for you to actually walk over here. I know it seems scary with Vendetta, but she's actually not even looking at you. She's probably going to engage. Or you're going to wait until she engages, and then you could have won. Yeah, love it. Nice. Great. Love this. Good job. But you forget to heal completely, and your team is... Well, now they're doing well because somebody healed them. Dude, it's been almost 2 minutes. You haven't used your sleep a single time. And you're using the nades, but you're rushing them. Slow down a bit. Be a little bit more precise. Okay. But I like it. I like the off angles. I like the damage. I like it. Good job. Not a time to go left. You see that your Orisa is pushing right and forward. It's not a time to go left because the enemies are not going to be here anyways because the Orisa is pushing. Should have just went with her. If you see the Orisa is being aggressive, choke points, just try to stop the chokes with her. You're going to be super late here. And nade here would be... Number one, you rush the nade again. You flick. Notice, why does this happen every time you nade? Whew, nade. Whew, nade. Look. Whew, nade. Why do you do that? Two could have used nano on Orisa. Forgot to use nano on Orisa. Could have used nade earlier. Could have went there earlier. Could have nanoed Orisa. You were late to the fight. You can nano cast.
You're powered up.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Nade. Great nade. Love it. You see what happens when you're patient? Love it. Good job. Okay. Leg Mao, you need to make me one promise, dudes. Will you stop jumping for me? Will you stop jumping? Just stop jumping. Stop jumping. It's really bad habit, dude. Jumping is like the smoking of Overwatch. Not good for you, bro. Sleep. Nade. Sleep. Nade. Jumping, frontlining in front of the entire enemy team. I don't know if you die here. I mean, if you don't, it's a crime. You're jumping in front of the enemy team. Forgot to use your abilities. Used them way too late. That was a nice one. Careful, you're way too close. Nade. Forget. Ling, okay. Can I have a question for you, Ling? When do you think is the best time to use your abilities? Hey, Vivern, how are you doing? VODs are back? Yes, because I try to play today. It was okay. No, it's not. The setup is garbage, but it's not super bad. But at least I can do some VODs. When enemy in front of me? No. The best time to nade is when people can die from your nade. When can they die from your nade is when your team is close enough to the enemies to be able to kill them. When Orisa is using ultis and there are two people in the ult, use your nade. Here, Orisa, ult, nade, middle. Why? Because Orisa can kill people with your nade. They're very close to the enemies, very close.
Taking the point. Watch my six.
fine.
Whatever.
You'll have to try harder than
Torser,
that.
I don't talk to goys like you, bro. I don't talk to goys. You know, the thing is, Torser, let me teach you something about just general etiquette. When you come here and do this whole Jew jokes and goy jokes, and then you talk to the chat and expect me to respond to you, well, I already, you started off our streamer viewer relationship on the wrong foot, and I really don't want to respond to you almost ever. And now you'll have to find another streamer that will possibly like you. Just saying.
I have you. Keep fighting.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Good damage.
Get out of my way.
What are we forgetting about here? Linguanguo? Lingango, sorry. Lingango. What do you think is missing? What are we missing here, man? Or lady, I don't know when you are. Ability, yes, Nade. Nade here is perfect. Look, Orisa, Lucio, and Cass and you can kill the enemies if you just throw the nade. You also do this flick. You do this flick when you throw nade. Slow down, aim, and then throw. Don't flick your mouse. You see, you also do that when you sleep. You also do that when you use your sleep. You had nade here. Could have used your nade. Here, have nade. I mean, here you have nade. Here.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji.
Flashpoint unlocked.
So, Lingangu. I like the fact that you're doing damage. I think you sometimes play way too close to the enemies, but that's not the main issue. The main issue that you have is that you simply don't, you need to use your abilities more, especially in the mid fights. You want the fight to start, you want the enemies to be close to your team to be able to kill them, or you even. If you can kill them, it's okay as well. And then you want to throw the nade. A lot of the times, you either don't use your abilities or you only use one. And the second thing with your abilities is that you're constantly trying to flick your mouse and try to hit the abilities. And in that specific game, it works. But let me tell you, I'm sure you miss more abilities than you should just because you're trying to do them too fast. Slow down, aim, be precise, make sure you hit who you want to hit, and then throw the nade, okay? These are the ability usage part. Number two, I am going to point it out. It is not the main issue, but it is a big issue. Try to keep a little bit more distance than enemies. You're playing way too close to the enemy sometimes. You sometimes just jump in front of the enemy team. Keep a little bit more distance. Make sure you don't die. It's very crucial that you don't die. Keep a little bit more distance. I'm not saying play across the map, but I'm just saying that instead, if your Matra is here, you don't want to be here. You want to be here. Okay? These are the two main things. This will help you climb out of gold with almost certainty. If you just make sure that you use your nades patiently, slowly, but actually use them consistently in the fight. I was closer because of Vendetta. You would rather be further away because of Vendetta, actually. But he also ended up in front of a tank too many times. In front of the enemy tank way too many times. I have hyper hit the roses, so my hands are constantly sweaty, which causes my mouse to slip out of my hand and make my aim wacky. It makes me AFK for 2 seconds multiple times to dry my hand. What can I do? Number one is that sometimes that's just the way it is, and you will play with an inherent advantage, you know? And that's okay. It is what it is, you know? Or the second thing, there could be like some sort of a something that you can do, like get a sleeve or something around your hand, so you will not sweat directly on the mouse. There's maybe something, or like put a towel next to you that you can simply like do this quickly and then back to the mouse. But was my positioning and damage fine? No, you were too close. Damage was fine. Too close, but damage was fine. The cooldown is also a big part of damage for me on Ana. So you have to make sure that you're actually using your abilities consistently, not fast, slow down, but use them every fight when the fight starts, when your team is next to the enemy team and they can kill them. Do you know why people at low elo always use their cooldown too little or too much? Like this Ana and the last gear we saw with their Suzu. Usually people use their cooldowns not enough because they want to wait for the perfect opportunity to use their cooldowns, right? Or on the other hand, they take the advice of use your cooldowns way too hyperbole and way too literally. Like every time you have the cooldown, use it. They take it way too literally, which I mean, look, you can't take everything too literally and hyperbole. It's obviously sometimes a matter of speech and just to get into good habits, but you don't want to use your cooldowns at the same half a second that you get it. You want to use your cooldown to get value out of them. But the main principle of you want to use your cooldown consistently is just use your cooldowns. Like you don't want to fight to go by without you using your NATO sleep. It means that you're not getting as much value as you could. And the reason why people don't use their cooldowns, is to be fair, is that most of the time, low elo players try to improve and they find people on YouTube to listen to. And to be fair, most people on YouTube don't give good advice, right? So they'll tell you something like, you watch a short, how to play Ana or how to use the Ana nade. If they have Vendetta, make sure you save your nade when you get Dove. Yeah, that's not good advice. I mean, it's good when it happens and you have your nade available, but they don't tell you that you should not find yourself getting dove that consistently, right? Or rather, they should teach you how to not get dove so you can use your nade when they're diving somebody else. So, like, I don't blame people that they're not necessarily, they don't know what to do, because I wouldn't even say they're misinformed. I don't think that's the fair thing to say. Misinformed, I think, like the way that I look at somebody who's misinformed is that he's not trying to be informed. But I think that a lot of people actually try to improve at the game. It's just that there are not a lot of good resources, or like 99% of what you see on videos is just fluff. It's just like saying things to say things. Guys, take the high ground. I mean, yes, but when, why, when should you leave the high ground? Stuff like that. How to carry on Doomfist? Pay attention, your TPS takes angles, your DPS takes angles, they look at DPS, you go in and kill enemies, don't pay attention. By the way, do you use your foremob as an anchor point? Because I do, and my vertical mouse mobility is just so inconsistent. I don't know what to do with it. I actually don't know how I hold my mouse when I play. I think I do use my foremob as an anchor point. I think I do. I'm pretty positive I do, but I don't know. I don't look at my hand when I play. Awkward. When I changed my name to Awkward, I got new peak. People stopped throwing my games. Okay, we have the last vote of you for the day. Casper, you can send the code here on rank. Let's do the last vote of you for the day. And by the way, guys, again, I say this. Lingangu, if you'd like to join Rank Up Academy, now is the perfect time, because your VOD review, the amount that you paid for the VOD review here on Twitch, will be credited for your membership. So whatever you paid for the Twitch VOD review today for the 5 gifted, Rank Up Academy membership minus that number will be the first month for you. And we also have the promo, by the way. We also have the promo for Rank Up Academy. It's a 1 VOD review, 5 days membership for $25. It's a winter holiday special. Will we possibly doing VODs on the following streams? Likely. I don't see myself playing that much until I actually settle in a new apartment. Okay, Masters 5 and Reaper main. Good hero pool. What's your Reaper rank to GM got me from Plat 4 to Masters 5, but I'm hard stuck now. I tend to struggle when they run double hit scan. This is a loss I had yesterday. Love your videos, awkward. Please help me get to GM so I can flex on my friends. All right. Let me see. I'll try to best my abilities here. Yeah, I'll get to the ranked GMs, all of the heroes in the future. The next one will be Vendetta, and after that I'll have a list. Aqua, just letting you know, been watching you for a while, and you do a really good job with your stuff. I can tell you put a lot of work into it. Very well done. Thank you very much for the kind words, man. I feel like most people rarely teach the why behind things. They just say take high ground instead of taking off angles so that you can deal damage and find a nade or something like that. The reason why people don't teach the whys of things is because they don't know. I'll just say it as blatantly as I can. They don't know. Most advice that is here in Overwatch or just generally in video games is pretty much is repetitive. It's basically let me say what other people say in a different way, right? So what I mean by that is that let's just say you hear back in the day you had Jane who said you need to play on the high ground, right? And everybody thought Jane is this like he's an amazing coach and all that stuff, right? So they followed his advice, right? And nowadays people are trying to follow the footsteps of the people previous Hall of Famers of the coaching scene. So instead of saying you need to play on the high ground because people will be saying, "Oh, you're just copying Jane," what they'll say is you don't need to play on the low ground. You need to when you have the ability to not be on the low ground, don't play on the low ground. Use the high grounds, right? And they'll say it like in a different way. So instead of focusing on the why, they focus on saying things that other popular creators say just a little bit differently. That's all. But if people were actually sitting down and thinking about the whys, they would perhaps be better coaches. This is advice. If you're interested in coaching, essentially what I've noticed, by the way, in the coaching industry right now in Overwatch is that a lot of people just try to copy others, and like I've seen that happen with my own content. People literally try to copy what I do, and what most people don't understand is when you're trying to copy what I do, you will just be a watered down version of awkward. I'm flattered, but I'll give you a tip. You will never be able to beat me at what I do because you're just copying what I do. If you just copy what I do, you will never be innovative enough to attract people to you. So if you're just saying if you're just saying the things that awkward will tell you, why wouldn't you just go to awkward? You know? Anyways, just advice. If you're interested in coaching, don't try to copy other people. Just do your own thing because copying other people just doesn't work out.
Ready for battle.
And it doesn't mean that you should. It doesn't mean that you should find like different methods of how to teach, but at the very least, different methods how you would explain things. Because right now, I go on YouTube and I see like 3 different videos of people saying literally exactly as I say, but word by word. It's like, okay, I'm flattered, but again, it's not gonna help you gain an audience or get you any clients in the door because you're just saying what I say, and people would rather watch the original than watch like some sort of a copycat. That's all. I'm flattered, but try to be innovative. Okay, yeah.
Ready for battle.
But some people don't even know you. Sure, but they will come. But when you find coaching on YouTube, I'm probably gonna be the first guy that you see. You have to understand, like my videos are so popular, is that generally popular. People know generally who I am when they look Overwatch guide or Overwatch tutorial or Overwatch this or Overwatch that or how to play Ramatra, but like how to play Zenyatta. You'll come across my videos. Okay, man. Sorry, Casper. I wasn't even forgot what tier you play. Reaper. Yeah. This is you, right?
Ready.
So, like with Reaper, it's actually pretty straightforward. It's actually the same 4-step plan on Kiriko. You have to close distance because there's no other way around. But most people, what they messed up with Reaper is simply the timing. they try to TP too early and get forced out too early, which becomes a problem. You need to time your TPs. Like you basically with Reaper, the best Reaper players, they get lower value because they engage at the perfect time. Like right now, this was too early. You see? Boom, coaching is over. You engaged too early, and that's why you are Masters 5 and not Masters 2 and not GM5. I'm kidding. The coaching's not over. I'm going to show you more examples. But you see, this is the main issue of Reaper players, especially at your rank. They just engage too early. They know how to use cover. They hit their shots. They get the off-angle ports, but they just engage too early. Going in right now, everybody looks at you. If you just waited 2 seconds, monkey jumps, they try to follow up, and then you drop when they're busy healing the monkey, you probably get kills there. So basically, you engage way too early. Kind of a random TP, like you just TP'd to... Why did TP? And also, again, you're engaging too early. Look, nobody's busy. They're all here, just staring at the choke. You just TP in front of them, and then they force you out. And now, when your hazard is going to go in, you will not be able to follow because you engaged too early. And also, I didn't realize why did you use your TP. You see? Exactly. Hazard goes in, everybody goes in, but you are not there with them. Oh man, Casper, you're overthinking this. You're overthinking this. Like you're staring and like, dude, just walk. Just click W, go over here and shoot. You're thinking so hard about where to TP. It's not the time to TP. It's not the time to TP. Nothing's going on. They're all sitting at the choke. Don't need to do anything. All you have to do is just get close in the meantime. Basically, all you have to do is set up. All I have to do is just kind of walk here and chill. And then in the middle of the fight, boom, TP maybe over here and try to catch him. You know. Like you're so tense. You're so tense. You're like, oh, I need to TP over here. This would be a good time. They're not paying attention now. This would be a really good time to go. Yeah. Kind of missing out on the echo, but... You see what happened? You see how you almost got a kill? This was a good time to go. Why? Let me show you a step-by-step why this was good engagement. Mauga going in. Soldier shooting. Enemies, look soldier, look Mauga. UTP. Look, nobody's paying attention to you. You're again getting confused, jumping, not realizing there's an echo to kill here. And also, a big issue that you also had is that you, instead of getting behind the enemies, you drop in front of them. So look, Ashe is looking straight ahead. Where do you drop? In front of the Ashe. Instead of behind the Ashe. I mean, to be honest, you should have not even gone for the Ashe. You should have probably went for, like, over here, Kiri or Ana. And you should have killed the Echo, but you just didn't pay attention. You lost awareness.
Surprise.
Yeah. Here, like, do you need to TP anywhere? No, you just have to chill, man. You just have to shoot. It's exactly as you're shooting. You have to set up. Yeah, you can walk, you can wait for the team fight to start, but you're a little bit too late. You see, now Orisa is going in. Orisa is going in. People shoot. People don't pay attention. Will be a good time for you to go right now. Here, what you should have done is, like, maybe pop from here and TP over here, or whatever. But you're gonna miss the timing. Now Orisa is gonna get pushed back because she used the abilities, and you're gonna pop, and everybody's gonna look at you. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. See what I mean? That's called a mistiming. Don't need to TP anywhere. I'm not sure why they decided to TP anywhere. You should have just gotta walk here and just pop your ult. They didn't need to TP anywhere. You're thinking too hard about your TPs. That was nice. That was surprising. I didn't expect that to happen. Good job. Nice ult. New apartment? Not yet. Didn't use Wraith. You have to support behind you. I'm okay with that TP. Nice.
Engage. Mercy.
Thing is, your tunnel visioning on this guy is getting pocketed. His HP doesn't go down, but you have people here that you can shoot because they don't pay attention. You could have TP'd right over here, try to get a go for Kiriko. Why? Because she's busy healing. I don't even know who. Not that this is bad, but you see that the HP is like not really going down until now. Wow, what is this guy even doing, bro? Alright. This is a good TP. Enemies kind of like don't really pay attention because, well, they're all dead and everybody's pushing. Good job. Pretty fluid fight. I like it. Good job. Pretty solid fight. Here. You shot, you showed yourself main. Now it's a time to circle around. You saw everybody's over there. Zarya is over here. You can circle around. Start shooting Zarya. Will she die? Maybe, maybe not. Worst case scenario, you go back. Let's see what happens.
Do something!
Forced raid.
Tactical visor activated.
Not sure why he's visoring. Beats me. Now, when your wrist is about to walk forward, all you have to do is walk over here and TP behind, or like TP somewhere. Now would be a good time for you to go in about 2 seconds. Now would be a good time. But you get, instead of doing that, instead of giving the warning shots, should have TP'd. If you TP'd, look, they're busy. Boom, you pop here, you insult, you pinch them down. But you're giving warning shots and you're not ready to go in. So now let me ask you, Casper, after observing the first 5 seconds of the gameplay, what did I tell you the problem was? Engaging too early or too late, right? Timing issue. And after now, like, kind of explaining this for over 10 minutes and looking at half the game, what do you think the issue is? How right do you think I am after observing it yourself, based on the first 5 seconds that I mentioned, just by observing literally the first 5 seconds? How do you think? How close am I with the? Yeah. So the main issue that you have simply is with the timing. You have to pay attention that you are engaging when enemies are the most busy. What are the most busy? When your team is in there fighting, right? Any advice for knowing when the right time is? Yeah, that's what I'm explaining. When the enemies are busy. When are they busy? Usually when they're fighting your team. When there's when your Orisa is going in, enemies are busy. When your monkey goes in, enemies are busy. When your tracer goes in, enemies are busy. When your soldier pops an ult, enemies are busy. When your Kiriko is doing the 4-step plan, enemies are busy. When your Zarya grabs, enemies are busy. When your Sombra hacks somebody from behind and shooting, enemies are busy. Basically, every cue that you have that the enemies are going to be busy, aka dealing with your team, that's the time for you to TP in from a position that they are not looking. Okay? Until then, you either set up and wait, or you gotta stand main and shoot. Shoot a tank, shoot whoever. I'm now gonna play this out, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what the right time to go in. And why, how do I see that? Would be a good time to go in, but the problem is you couldn't have gone in because he's faster than you, but this would be a really good time to go in. So if you were ready, like for example, if you waited half a second, you could have TP'd over here, bam, bam, bam. Why? Because everybody's dealing with a monkey. This would be a perfect time for you to go in. Or if you were sitting up behind, this would be a perfect time for you to go in because monkey is distracting. You see? That's the timing. That's when you should go in. That's when you TP in. Or if you TP'd beforehand, you wait, and then you wait for somebody to engage. You need to rate your full HP. Almost full. Here you're chilling, shooting main. Look, in about 2 seconds, your monkey will jump in, and that's exactly when you go. Yes. You should go. The problem is you go exactly where they're looking. They're looking at your monkey, and you TP where your monkey is, so they see you. Instead, what he could have done is TP right over here, and then they look at your monkey, and you're like, boom, 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 shoot from the side. You understand, Casper? That's what you should do. The main issue is just the timing. I mean, you do get the timing right sometimes, but even when you get it sometimes, you're not actually in a position that is surprising. You're not actually an off angle. You're just sitting where your monkey is. And also, by the way, Casper, it's very important. When the enemies don't look at you, don't shoot from far away and let them know where you are. Don't give them warning shots. If you see the enemies are busy, don't shoot from far away. Hey guys, I'm here. TP, and then you want your first shot to be as close to the enemies as possible. Because the most surprising time equals the most amount of kill opportunities that you have. If they don't pay attention, you're more likely to kill them. You don't want to waste the shots from far away to take away from your ability to surprise and kill them. If you shoot from far away, you're not as surprising. You want your first shot always to be the most surprising as you can be. Casper, all right? With that being said, I'm super confident you can rank up to higher master. Masters 5 to GM5 is so there's still some time, still some things to work on, but I promise you, if you nail the timing down, I think that GM5 is definitely reasonable. Trigger discipline is important for Carry and Reaper. For any hero, they need to be up close. It's very important for Genji. It's very important for Tracer as well. All right. With that, the VOD reviews for the day is done. With the VOD reviews, as I said, Casper, you have your VOD, what you paid for today for the VOD reviews credited to your Rank Up Academy membership. If you decide to join in today, we will take the credit from the VOD reviews to your membership. Just make sure you send me a DM on Discord. Yeah. And you'll basically have a discounted price. You will get on the premium membership, you will get 3 VOD reviews and 1 live coaching and access to all the community benefits. We're running, by the way, an event right now in Rank Up Academy, duo event. We sometimes join in. We give prizes to people that are doing in our channels, doing together, and so everybody seems to be ranking up in the duo there. Well, who would have thought? You know, you take 2 people that actually care about improving and try their very best to improve and try to be better, and you know, people just rank up. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys so much. What are your community benefits? There's pugs every week. Now we're gonna put more emphasis. We're on a community duo. You can watch all the live coaching that is happening on the weekly, like every day of the week. We usually have classes that you can join from other people and observe and watch and learn until, you know, it's your turn to be live coach, and then other people can watch you. Rank Up Academy is popping off. People ranking up every day. We also, if you don't have the money right now, it's completely fine. It's all good. We have free stuff for you and free stuff coming for you. We have free classes, free hero guide. We have a free stat evaluation. You can check them out. And we're also running a promo for the holidays. At a cheaper price point, you will receive a VOD review as well. And you'll be able to see what Rank Up Academy is like for the next 5 days. For 5 days. For not for the next 5 days. We're going to end the promo after the winter holidays, after Christmas, which will probably be January, like end of December. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys so much. Super productive VOD reviews. Go kick some ass, guys. The people who got VOD reviews today, go kick some ass. I'm very certain we will rank up in no time. It's always a pleasure sharing my knowledge, helping out, and I appreciate the support. It really means a lot. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night or a great rest of the day. Depends on where you're from. rankupacademy.gg if you have any interest and you like my explanations. If you want the discount, by the way, if you got a VOD review today, send me a DM right now on Discord. If you join my public Discord right now, you'll be able to see me there. Please send me a message. Casper, Ling, Lingangu, Shakira, D2 George, Steffe, W, The Nemesis, I Am Fatness, and Loki. Send me a message right now, and you'll have a discounted price for the next few hours. Goodbye, guys.